welcome to part 2 of the Great Lakes in infrared. In part 1 we saw Toronto and Lake Ontario in amazing contrast. I'm using an infrared camera, 950 nanometer infrared filter on the front. Just incredible performance. You can see through the haze in the atmosphere. Now in part 2 we're basically flying where I've highlighted the blue segment. We'll be climbing from 10,000 feet up to 33,500 feet, and you're gonna see some serious long distance imagery. Have a look at these amazing video clips. Let's first watch Toronto again because it's so mesmerizing. Just look at that contrast. Unbelievable. Look at the clouds, how they rotate. We can tell which ones are in the distance. My camera has 30x zoom. It's a Sony AX53. Incredible camera, and it has the balanced optical system. So it's great for taking on an airplane because the airplane does shake a little bit. It holds, pretty steady at high zoom. Now look at that edge in the distance. You see it? I'll point to it right there. Is that Hudson Bay? Well, we'll find out. Yeah, look at that edge. Something is there. You will see in a little bit. I'll do some analysis. So the GPS app says we've climbed to about 28,000 feet. And we're thereabouts. Look at that clarity, isn't that incredible? Infrared can pierce through the blue haze of the atmosphere. And the contrast is just incredible. Look at that. Now I'll be adjusting the color saturation and contrast in Adobe Premiere. That's Lake Huron. Looking through the other window, and look at that. Wow. We can see the Georgian Bay and Lake Huron. It's just incredible contrast. Wow, I'm zooming in rather. Look at that. Ooh, I can see across the lakes. Just amazing. Whoa, look at that. You see that darkness there? I did an analysis here by looking at the distances of 135 and 210, building up a scale and then extrapolating out. And it looks like that correlates with the Hudson Bay. Pretty interesting, but we'll see more analysis later. Panning around, I notice Hudson Bay, that black streak kind of ends where that dotted line is, right over Griffith Island. So it corresponds horizontally with Hudson Bay as well, as this map shows. We're looking at that tip of Hudson Bay right there. Pretty fascinating stuff. We'll do more analysis later. Let's have a look at this imagery. Wow. I'll be removing the filter from the front of the camera so I can film my phone inside to see at what altitude we're flying. I'm disabling the night shot mode now. And that's what you normally see outside. See the water comes out dark in infrared. Anyway, this is where we're at. That's Google Maps. And it's using the GPS antenna and receiver that's inside the phone. Just spinning around here. And we'll see at what altitude we are in a second. I have another app on here that I use, a GPS status app. There it is, GPS status. And I have to hold the phone close to the window so I can pick up the GPS signals. So we've climbed to about 33,500 feet. 33,500 feet. There's the lake. The camera doesn't want to focus on all that haze. I can barely see the shore on the other side. Now in infrared, look at that. Wow. There it is. Now I'm gonna start zooming across the lake. And we're coming up to another analysis that will be simply incredible. We're seeing the connection of the lake there to the elements. Just a second, I'll dip the camera. Yeah, right there. Now I'm panning a little bit. Yeah, the perspective is so much different, you know. I've been getting used to seeing so far at these shallow angles. Everything looks so much different. Stuff that, you know, you hardly ever see. There's stuff in the distance there, you can't quite see it very clear because of some of the haze. And look at that, we're at the southern edge of Lake Huron. And we're gonna zoom across it. This is just fantastic. I rotated the camera to kind of give you that flying in space feeling. Actually, I was trying to see if the slight curvature we observe is due to perhaps the camera. You will notice in this clips on the right, when it moves around, the window does distort the view because the windows are curved. But I think there's more than window curvature that's at work here. It may be actual curvature due to other factors. Now we're zooming across Lake Huron. Dun, 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 dun. Look at that. I'm just blown away by this stuff, folks. Wow, look at that. Seeing clearly across the lake. Now that's Duck Island or something. There we go, Great Duck Island. And way in the distance, that's Hudson Bay, over 1,000 miles away. Here's a map showing the direction that we're looking. Now here's the analysis, folks, in case you don't believe it, because it is hard to believe. So I know where Duck Island is, or Great Duck Island, at about 200 miles, and then across over there 250 miles. I take those two distances and just use simple trigonometry and find the angle on a flat plane, 1.4 degrees and 1.8. That gives me a difference of 0.4 degrees. And then I build a scale going up, and then I use trigonometry again based on the angles of 0.2 and 0.6 to now calculate the distance. And what do you know? That darkness out there corresponds to the distance that Hudson Bay should be at, over 1,000 miles. Simply incredible, folks, just incredible. I mean, I don't know what to say, you know, this is incredible stuff. Yeah, look at that now. And see, now the darkness kind of went away in that direction because we're looking in a different direction. So yeah, even horizontally that corresponds sort of with the angles that we should be seeing Hudson Bay at. Now I'm zooming on something else here. I want to see if I can see the edge of Lake Superior, and I think that's Lake Superior right there. It's over 300 miles. Yeah, this stuff is amazing, folks. Just amazing. Oh, let's see what else I'm gonna be doing here. There's more footage that I have. A lot more footage, and I'm gonna split it up so I don't have videos which are too long and take forever to upload. So I'm gonna conclude this part 2, which is focused on Lake Huron and Hudson Bay in the distance. Wow, look at that, you can see it. And in the next part, I'll deal with Lake Michigan, because I'm flying into Chicago. Yeah, look at this stuff. Now here there's some land and plots of land, so I'm going to try to do a similar analysis. But look at that airplane. Initially I thought they were at the same altitude as me, but they're kind of flying and crossing my flight path, and I'm going to point the camera up at it, and we can see that it's obviously flying a lot higher than we are, because I'm seeing it from the bottom. So that's another data point. Earlier in the clips, some of you may have noticed the aircraft in the distance. Just incredible stuff, folks. Now here's some closing comments here. Just notice the horizon seems to have a somewhat drastic change, which is very interesting. I also put lines down kind of following the property lines, and they seem to converge on the vanishing point on the horizon above the clouds. Just incredible stuff, folks. You know, if we were living on a globe, you don't get this kind of long-range views, you know, 1,000 miles, come on, you know. At this altitude, you probably see like 250 miles or so, you know, and not 1,000 miles. It's just incredible. And the horizon also at times seems extremely flat, but I don't think it should be totally flat. I think it should be somewhat curved, not because the ground is curved, but because of refraction. We just cannot see at a zero elevation angle because there's haze. We're looking down a little bit on a flat earth because of haze. And some people are saying, well, yeah, if you're high up, you're going to see farther, and that's true. However, the higher we are, the bigger the difference between a spherical model of the earth and a flat plane, given haze as the limiting factor for the plane. And yeah, that difference gets larger and larger. So the higher we go, the more conclusive it becomes that the earth doesn't appear to be a globe. Seems to be a flat plane, which is incredible, folks, just incredible. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Please comment down below. Let me know what you think. Give me some feedback. This is incredible stuff, folks. Anyway, stay tuned for more and do subscribe. I have a lot of videos planned.